Alright, let me ask you something. Have you ever sat there watching Bitcoin surge, ETH trending on Twitter, and everyone saying, you gotta get in now, and you're like, okay, but how do I even start? You Googled best crypto platforms, and boom, 10 tabs open, 20 buzzwords thrown at you, and none of it makes sense unless you've got a finance degree. Here's the truth. Crypto doesn't have to be confusing. You don't need to be a tech bro, and you definitely don't need to chase hype to make money. I end this video. I'm breaking down the best crypto platforms for beginners in 2025, but not just listing names. We're talking real talk. Which one actually helps you learn, which one keeps your money safe, and which one's secretly bleeding you with hidden fees. So grab your coffee, close those random Reddit tabs, and stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to start and what to avoid. Why the platform you pick will make or break you. Point 1. Picking a platform is like picking a gym. Think of it like this. Choosing your crypto platform. It's like picking a gym. You want one that fits your goals. Some people want to lift heavy and go pro. They need advanced tools, deep charts, the works. Others, they just want to get fit, stay safe, and not get scammed. Same with crypto. Some platforms are designed for day traders and whales. Others are built for normal people, you and me, who want to invest smart and keep it simple. So before we dive into names, ask yourself, are you here to trade daily or invest long term? Because that will change everything. Point 2. Hidden fees that drain you slowly. Here's something no one talks about. Some crypto platforms bleed you dry, slowly. You might not notice it at first, but every time you buy or sell, bam, that little 2% fee, it adds up. Let me show you this. You invest $1,000. You make $300 in profit. But if your platform takes 2% every time you trade, you're down $40 just on fees. That's your money. Not theirs. So when I break down these platforms, I'm not just looking at features, I'm looking at what they take from you and whether they're upfront about it. Point 3. Security isn't optional. Now look, if you're gonna put any real money into crypto, security is not optional. Hackers are out there 24/7. One phishing link, one sketchy app, and your funds are gone. No refund, no undo button. So the platform you pick, it needs FDIC insurance on cash, cold storage for crypto, 2FA, two-factor authentication. No excuses. I'll say it straight. If a platform doesn't take your security seriously, it doesn't deserve your money. Point 4. Learning while you earn. And here's what I love seeing in 2025. Some platforms finally get it. Crypto is new. It's complex. And people need to learn as they go. If a platform doesn't help you learn, you'll end up guessing. And guessing in crypto? It's a fast track to broke. Look for platforms with free crypto courses, built-in news and trend tools, beginner guides that aren't written like a legal contract. The best platforms teach you why you're investing, not just how to click buttons. And trust me, in this game, knowledge is profit. Alright, you get the basics. Now let's get real. Let's break down the platforms, one by one. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Binance US, eToro. What makes each one great, and where they might be tricking you behind the scenes. This is where your decision becomes real. Where should you actually start? Okay, so now you know why crypto matters. But let's get to what you're really here for. Where should you actually invest your money? Because with hundreds of platforms out there, it's way too easy to get overwhelmed, or worse, scammed. So I've broken it down for you. 6 beginner-friendly platforms that are safe, trusted, and built for people just like you. Let's dive in. 1. Coinbase, the onboarding king. First up, Coinbase. This is where most people start, and for good reason. It's the Apple of crypto apps. Clean design, super easy to use, and it's fully regulated in the US. You connect your bank, tap to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. Done. No charts, no crazy jargon. Now yeah, the fees are a little higher, but you're paying for that simplicity and safety. If you've never bought crypto before, Coinbase is like your crypto training wheels. And here's the kicker. They also offer Coinbase Learn, where you earn free crypto just by watching mini tutorials. So it's not just an app, it's a classroom. 2. Kraken, the hidden powerhouse. Now if Coinbase is the gateway, Kraken is the fortress. Think of Kraken as the platform you graduate to when you want more control and lower fees. It's super secure, like Fort Knox level secure, and it's never been hacked. Kraken Pro gives you real-time charts, limit orders, and way better trading fees. But don't let that scare you. They've added a beginner interface too, so you're not drowning in options. This is the platform for people who are like, okay, I'm ready to take crypto seriously. 3. Gemini, the compliance king. Next up, Gemini. And here's where things get real serious, real fast. Gemini is a US-based, fully licensed exchange founded by the Winklevoss twins. Yeah, the Facebook guys. Their mission? To bring Wall Street level trust to crypto. Every dollar you put in is insured. Their cold storage is audited, and their user interface? Super polished. Now, they're a bit more conservative. You won't find every wild altcoin here. But if you care about regulation and trust, Gemini's your guy. 4. Binance US, for the brave learner. Alright, now let's talk about Binance US, not to be confused with the global Binance. Binance US is built for American users, with all the legal stuff covered. Here's what makes it powerful. Low fees, tons of tokens, and pro-level features. Even if you're a beginner, the interface can be a bit overwhelming at first, but once you get the hang of it, you're basically flying the spaceship. If you're the type that likes learning by doing, Binance US gives you more tools to experiment and grow. 5. eToro, the social investor's dream. Now this one's for the social butterflies out there. eToro is different because it's half exchange, half social media platform. You don't just trade. You can see what other people are buying, follow pro traders, even copy their portfolios automatically. It's like TikTok meets Wall Street. And for beginners who don't want to overthink every move, eToro makes it feel like you're part of a team, not just clicking in the dark. A bonus? You can also invest in stocks and crypto from the same app. 6. Robinhood, simple, but be careful. And finally, Robinhood. Yeah, it's mostly known for stocks, but now it offers crypto too, with zero trading fees. The interface is crazy smooth. One tap, boom, you bought Bitcoin. But here's the warning, you don't own the actual crypto. You can't move it to a private wallet. You're trading it, but it lives inside their system. So for total beginners who want to dip their toes in, Robinhood's okay, but if you want control of your assets down the line, you'll eventually need to move to one of the other platforms we covered. Alright, so now you've seen the battlefield. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Binance US, eToro, Robinhood, each one has strengths. Each one has traps, but now the question becomes, how do you actually choose? And what's the smartest way to build your first crypto portfolio without getting wrecked by mistakes beginners always make? That's what we'll unpack in Act. And trust me, this is where it gets real. Alright, so by now, you know why crypto matters. You've met the platforms that can help you start, but here's the truth, even with the right platform, people still fail because they skip the strategy. They panic during dips. They chase the wrong coins. So in this final act, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to build your first crypto plan, like a pro, even if you're starting with $50. Let's get real for a second. Most beginners mess up right here, not because they're dumb, but because they follow hype instead of strategy. Mistake number 1, buying whatever's trending on TikTok. If it just 10xd, it's probably too late. Mistake 2, going all in too fast. You don't need to bet the house to make money. You need time, consistency, and discipline. And mistake 3, keeping everything on one app and forgetting security. You wouldn't leave your entire bank account open on your phone, right? Same goes for crypto. Avoid these, and you're already ahead of most. Let me break down a starter portfolio anyone can build, even with $100. Here's the pie chart. 50% Bitcoin, digital gold, the most proven asset. 30% Ethereum, the tech layer, powers most of crypto. 10% solid altcoins, think Solana, Chainlink. Growth potential, 10% stablecoins, USDC or USDT, used as your cash reserve. That's it. You're not trying to be flashy, you're trying to build a foundation, and once you're in the game, you can adjust based on your risk, your goals, and your timeline. Alright, here's the part most YouTubers skip, security, because what good is building wealth if someone can just steal it? Start with these 3 rules. Turn on 2-factor authentication, always. Use a strong, unique password, no birthdays, no 123. Get a hardware wallet, like Ledger or Trezor. Once you've got $500 plus invested, think of it like locking your house. Would you leave your front door open in a sketchy neighborhood? Crypto is the Wild West, but you can be the cowboy with a safe. Short-term versus long-term mindset. Here's where most people get tripped up. They ask, should I buy now? Should I wait for the dip? But that's the wrong question, because timing the market is a losing game. The real winners, they use a strategy called DCA, dollar cost averaging. That means you buy small amounts every week or month, no matter what the market's doing. $10 every Friday, $100 on the first of each month. It's boring. It's simple, and it works because over time, it evens out the highs and lows, and it protects you from panic and FOMO. 5. Set your intentions. Why are you in crypto? Let's zoom out for a second. Why are you really here? Are you trying to beat inflation? Escape the 9 to 5? Build something for your family's future, because crypto isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about freedom, financial, personal, creative. So write this down right now. I'm investing in crypto. That's your North Star. It'll keep you grounded when the market dips, and it'll keep you focused when distractions come. 6. What to do next, and why most people won't. Alright, here's your reality check. You just got more crypto knowledge in 20 minutes than most people will get in 2 years, but 90% of people will watch this video and still not take action, not because they're lazy, but because they're overwhelmed, distracted, or afraid. So be that person. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to start smart. Here's what to do. Pick one platform from Act 2. Set your first buy, even if it's $20. Turn on your security and commit to learning one thing per week. That's it. You just planted the seed. Now let it grow. Hey, if you made it this far, you're not just curious. You're committed, and the next step is huge. In my next video, I break down exactly how each platform compares, with real pros, cons, screenshots, and walkthroughs. So you can finally pick the one that fits you best. Click here to watch Best Crypto Platforms for Beginners 2025. It's the companion video to this one, and it'll help you lock in your decision. Subscribe if you're serious. And welcome to crypto. The revolution just got personal. Asterisk, this is not financial advice. Do your own research.